It's Women's Month here in Canada, and this year's theme is Make an Impact. Many women in the Waterloo region have made an impact in their field and in their community, so I would like to take this chance to highlight the life of Dr. Deborah Glaister.
Deborah was born in 1906 in Wellesley Township to a family full of medical professionals. Her grandfather and father were both practicing physicians, and her mother was a nurse.
Deborah graduated from the University of Toronto in 1932 and did postgraduate work overseas in England. Eventually, in 1936, she returned to Wellesley Township to assist her ailing father with his medical practice, and as she did, she became the first woman to practice medicine in the Wellesley Township. At the start of the Second World War, Deborah wanted to enlist. However, there were many restrictions put into place. It wasn't until 1941 that the Canadian military accepted women. With the creation of the Canadian Women's Army Corps, there was an enormous amount of support roles for women, but they were not formally part of the Army. They filled roles such as cooks, clerks, typists, and telephone operators. Eventually, in 1942, the Canadian Women's Army Corps incorporated into the Canadian Army with its rank structures and insignia.
Deborah was finally able to enlist in 1943, serving with the Canadian Army Medical Corps. She undertook training at the Camp Borden Military Hospital, where she boarded with the nursing sisters. Here, she was frequently treated as a nurse by the male military personnel and had little opportunity to talk with her fellow physicians and medical officers. In the spring of 1944, Deborah was sent overseas with two other women, an anesthesiologist and a pathologist. There she received the title of General Duty Officer and achieved the rank of Captain. She served as one of the few female Canadian doctors overseas.
Deborah continued to make an impact even after the war. She opened her own practice in Kitchener and eventually became Chief of Staff at Freeport Hospital. She passed away in 1986 at the age of 80. Deborah Glaister was a truly remarkable woman. And if you would like to learn more about Deborah and other local women, you can visit the Waterloo Region Hall of Fame website.